And the last brick goes in. Hold on, I need this. That is a very important tool. Now, I know I haven't finished it, all right? It is nearly finished, but guys, do you see this here? See the chimneys? We need to get like a cloth and clean all that off. If we can get like a bit of water, it can't be done until it's dried anyway. We have to do that. So the finishing touches are about to go on, and all I'm doing is I'm scraping that clear, guys. And then afterwards, does anyone want to ask the question what the nail's for? Aren't you bloody funny? I will tell you, you're all so curious and you're all so wanting to know. I keep that nail, right, for every time I do it. And what I do then, when I'm finished, is I sign my name. Alan Castle, 24. There you go. And that's it. Good news is, guys, I will let you have the pleasure. Charlie, this side. No, it's not.
That way around now?
No, do it that way. Go you round there and you can see it that way. Don't go mad on that. Don't know. Do it again. Not deep. Not deep. Because if you go deep, it goes into the, what do you call it? The water stays in it. Sorry to interrupt you, but the majority of you people that are enjoying my videos are not subscribed. Please subscribe, like, and click alerts for new videos. That's the way it has to be. Charlie Gal. Go ahead, sir. And the apprentice, the younger man. So, why am I filling in the pots? The reason why the pots are filled in because they're actually fake pots. The only real pot is this one here. This real is the real one here. And we put the, just hold that for a minute. There's the real chimney pot if you want to have a look all the way down. And there it is. That's it all fully in, and that's that sorted. So all I'm doing now is I'm smoothing off, and I'm making sure that the last brick is also finished and smoothed and squared. We will get Joe, is it Joe, isn't it Joe? Josh, John, Jack, James. That's not fair, is it?
No, not fair.
Leave him alone. He smells nicer than you. What is it you smell of?
You are.
Who has an apprentice going stinking like he's going out for the night? Only the apprentices. They'll soon give up on that. You smell as well, Charlie, don't you? Right. But I put the chimney pots at an angle. There's a slight curve just around the pot, and the reason is so that the water runs off it, and as it drops down, it runs off. There's one that's nearly finished. It runs off at an angle. Water will go from here, drop down onto the mortar, and then of course drip down. So all I'm doing now is I'm more or less filling this all in now. It's coming to its end. We're just waiting for the big, see, we're waiting for the big completive. Joe gets to sign the last bit. How blessed are you, and you're only here 2 days, Joe? Very blessed indeed. These chimneys will never be functional, no matter what the customer does. In order to get it functional, they have to rebuild the whole chimney again. Well, not to certain, actually, no. There's a bit of blockage down below, so I blocked it up, and they would have to cut open the lead tray to get the thing open. Can you go ahead and give me that there, please? You know what? We need a skidder more. Charlie. Okay, let's get this for Joe. And you can sort it. It's getting a bit crumbly actually, isn't it? Put a bit of sploosh on it there. Nice wee smooth look. And I will let you, young man, sign this. Oh, he's so keen to do it, look. I'll make it extra special for you, Joe. All right, Joe, sign your knife away, mate. You just do whatever you want, mate. You just go ahead and scribble in. Oh, look at you. Good you. Look at you, 24. Well done, you. Look. There it is. You get back to work. It was enjoyable to do it, wasn't it? It's a bit blustery up here today, but this needed to be finished. I couldn't continue with the thing not being finished because it's coming up to Christmas, and I sort of need to finish all my sort of wee contracts so I can get back to the fashion and the online businesses for Christmas. But I'm near enough ready to rock. This is the last of it. And so what I'm doing here, Roim and viewers, is I'm just smoothing it out, but there's a bit of an edge on it. You can't have any level of water retention on the top. The idea really is to put a little tiny cement roof. Water will filtrate through the cement. There is, and all I'm doing is I'm just giving it a lovely wee clean and a lovely wee finish just for that last piece. Sadly, I take too much time at things like this because it's important for the client that, you know, the customer sees a quality of care or quality of work. So I tend to make sure that it is done to a good finish. I know that I'm not talking well because I'm basically busy focusing on this. And the reason why I leave these last brick in, I use it as a bit of a water channel off the actual top of the, so I grade my wee cement in here around these lovely pots, and I use the last brick joint as wee U-channels so the water can escape properly. So all I'm doing is I'm really just getting rid of the excess now, the last of the crumb, because it's getting very dry. So all I'm doing is I'm just filling it in. So I apologise for the lack of conversation because I'm focusing quite heavily on this task. Hi guys, so in order to keep water off the chimney now, the chimneys will normally take water in. The good news is down below, just down here, if you want to go on down, there's a lead tray with a drip function. This drips out water when water gets inside the chimney breast, and it goes down there onto the roof and then into the gully. So the idea really is it is waterproof internally. So the lead tray stops the water from getting inside the house. That was the reason why this chimney stack was built for the client. We've already done our fake chimney pots. Sadly, the customer only needed one, but I decided to replace them with some nice brown finished ones. Now it needs all nice wee clean. We have to get it clean once the cement settles on it. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm making other channels for water retention. If you come and have a look here, the last brick joint is one of the biggest ones in between these two. The last two, there was a bit more of a spacing because of the fact that it was spaced out, and I didn't put a brick thing in because I didn't put a brick insert in there because I want to have the water running off and running into here. So I've it all cleaned off. The water will come off here, which is a circular item. It will come and it will drip down here, into here, and then off onto the roof. And that's the whole plan of keeping it nice and waterproof. Again, it's not to say that it will always be fully waterproof, but by putting a wee bit of an angle against the chimney, you're allowing more water to run off quicker. And therein lies less water retention and less work for the lead tray to do. As much as you can help it while you're doing it, I think it's very important. I'm not convinced that it's a wise idea to let the lead tray do all the work. Why not let some of water retention or some of the water that goes onto the chimney naturally come off the top rather than go into the house and onto the lead tray. I've nearly finished, and this project is due its completion. We're just doing a clean-up operation. What do you got there, Charlie? About 5 weeks ago actually, we've been at this job for 5 weeks. Not every day we've been at this job, but we were employed about 5-6 weeks ago. Actually, I would even say 6 weeks ago. That is it finished now. I just have to dust off a few little joints. And as far as I'm concerned, this job is done. I'd like to thank the client for the work. And if you have a look, you can go and have a look at what we did. This is the chimney with a 3-tier out, a rotor drip. So when the water comes off here, it drips out further, but I like the 3 because I think it looks a lot nicer. But that is the job done. Done and dusted. All I got to do is put the soakers in. Once we take the scaffolding down, we put the soakers in. While we're at it, once we start taking the scaffolding down, we will be able to scrape back the roof as we go down, clean that up, and put the soakers in for the lead. And of course, yes, I've got to do the ridge. So over here, the ridge tiles over there need to be done. We'll do another video on that now. That's a different video. You can see it later on this year on the ridge tiles. I can show you some weed growing in the dormer roof. But that's it. It's been a good job. I'm pretty pleased with it. So we've signed it. There's me, there's Charlie, and there's Joe. We are missing someone else, but sadly he left and he doesn't get the right to sign. But that's it.